Being raised on a 350-acre farm in northern West Virginia was a wonderful way to grow up. You know, hunting and fishing, living off the land, and my desire to advocate for the environment and property rights arose from growing up on that farm because the power company came in and took over a third of our farm through eminent domain to build a coal ash impoundment directly adjacent to the farm. And then over the years, they've finally taken the entire farm through eminent domain, and partly because they have contaminated the groundwater, and it's a lot cheaper to force somebody into selling through eminent domain than it is to be sued for contaminating groundwater. Eminent domain was initially established to, for governments to, take, property for the better of society. And what's going on with the pipelines is it's just for profit companies that are coming in and taking people's property, and it doesn't have the same ramifications of what the intent of the eminent domain legislation initially was.
They passed the Marcellus Horizontal Well Act, but before they did, the governor took out a lot of the protections that were there for surface owners, just took them right out. Because we're all write-offs, we're all collateral damage, and that's what it's all about.
Well, there's no balance. The industry is so far out of balance with the environment and surface owners' rights that's the reason I got up after we had a select committee come up with an agreed-to bill between industry, environment, and surface owners, which nobody was happy with anything in there. And so when you have nobody happy, it must be a good bill, because we've compromised and found some middle-of-the-road legislation. And when he called a special session, he gutted everything in that bill that had anything to do with surface owners and the environment and gave everything to industry. And I was the only one that got up and spoke against it on the floor.
Manypenny is not just once in a generation. He's maybe once in the history of this state. There's not been a lot of it.